Sage Murph'Ariens catches the Golden Snitch, Gryffindor wins! Hello friends and welcome to another episode of Ontario Permaculture. I'm Bryce Murph'Ariens.
And I'm Misty Murph'Ariens. In this video, I want to share with you some of the projects I've been working on this summer. It's Sage's birthday in August, so I like to do a few homemade projects or handmade projects that are in theme with things that she's interested in recently and things that I would like to see more of in my world. Well, we as a family are reading Harry Potter. Well, again, Bryce and I read it years ago, but now that the girls are big enough to appreciate it, we're reading the Harry Potter series. We love all things magical and fantasy, and the Harry Potter series are wonderful to read. So because we're on that theme and because Sage is very fond of Quidditch, I decided to make her some handmade Quidditch robes. I went to the thrift store and picked up some bed sheets that were about the right color for Gryffindor, because of course, Gryffindor. And I didn't have, or I couldn't find the right color for the liner, which is the quintessential mustard color that goes with the Gryffindor colors. And so I got to do a little bit of a fabric dyeing project as well. And since I was already on that theme, I decided to also make a phoenix out of some red feathers that were gifted to me and were just in my craft stash. And what goes better with all of these things than a golden snitch? So I decided to make one up, although it came out decidedly more Canadian than I was hoping for. And it's affectionately a small golden moose. But the presents were well received and I had a wonderful time making them.
She loved them, yeah.
I really like making handmade gifts. I think that they leave a more lasting impression with people when you give them. Usually people will cherish them slightly more, and especially with kids, getting them to be mindful about stuff and how much stuff you get, things that have a story and memory that goes with it, I think just makes it that much more valuable and will be treated better than stuff. And yeah, I love that it reduces the amount of consumption that is in gifting and things. We like to use reused wrapping paper, and I use upcycled items that are just given to me by people who never did that craft or whatever. And I think it all came together really beautifully. And at the end, we got to have a nice little Quidditch match and tried out the new equipment.
One of the things that I love the most about Misty's gifting is that she always takes the time to make special boxes. And I think we'll see by the end of this video just what I mean.
Mm-hmm. So let's go have a look at the magic. So for the Quidditch robes, I didn't actually get a lot of footage of my creating them. I almost never, never use patterns, pre-made patterns for my sewing. I generally just clone an item that I already have in existence. That is, I lay an existing item that I know fits the person who's going to wear it down flat. And in this case, the black dress that Sage is wearing, and I just trace it, and then I make alterations to the tracing and make my pattern from that. So in tracing the black dress, I made the sleeves a little wider, I made the hem a little bit longer, and I added a hood. These are all things that I'd made on garments similar before, so I just pretty much knew how to do them. For the yellow, I had a sort of very pale, weak yellow sheets, so I dyed them with a hot infusion of turmeric and black tea that I'd set on the wood stove overnight. I think it made it a very pretty and deeper and richer color than the original fabric was. Overall, I was very happy with the result, and so was Sage.
I got a new Quidditch. I got a new Quidditch.
There you go.
I got a new Quidditch.
Robes. Okay.
Oh, Mama, what have you done to me?
I've magically magically equipped you.
You
like
are
any
now
good
the
nine-year-old.
seeker for Gryffindor.
Okay, wait.
Seeker bag.
And then there was the Phoenix. Well, Hagrid recommended that every new seeker needs to have a magical pet. So, there you go.
I had to. So,
Le reveal.
what magical pet could it be? Maybe it might be a cat. Ooh, maybe a toad. Maybe an owl.
Could be. Oh, Murray, you carefully. There you go. It's a
Phoenix. Phoenix. That's a specialist bird.
Okay, so again, I didn't get very good footage on making this stuff. I promise I'm going to get better at actually capturing things while I'm doing it. But for now, I'll just give you the rough steps because I really like how this strange little creation came out. The base of the sculpture is actually the root of a tree. And I just went out into the woods and found a branch that already had the right bend to it, had a bit of a hook for the nose, and the eyes actually turned out to be actual root fibers. I started the rough carve with my electric chainsaw, and then I went in later and refined the details with some of my hand tools. Mostly I just used a rasp to smooth out where I had cut with the chainsaw, and then I went in and got some of the finer details around the eyes with an X-Acto knife. For the feet, I screwed two wood screws into the base where the ankles were, and then I created metal armatures from the feet by winding fencing wire or chainmail wire back and forth in the shape of toes and then folding them on the various different joints. Once I had the wire armature, I wrapped that round with masking tape, and after the masking tape was on, I painted them with matte black, and after I had painted the feet and the beak with matte black, then I came back with some leftover hard as nails nail polish that somebody left at our house that gave it a really glossy, hard sheen on it that really brings out the claw and beak portion. The body was, of course, painted down with red and the yellow around the face, and then I covered it over with some red feathers and some dyed rooster tail feathers that were gifted to me in someone's leftover craft stash. And layering them up, as you would see on a real bird, I did my best to fill it out. I did run out of large feathers before I had the wings as plump as I would have liked, but I thought it was still pretty good.
I want to open this one. I'm 9 years old now.
You are.
Ooh.
They're both backwards.
Ooh. Let's open it up.
Okay, let's read it first.
What's it say?
That which you seek with
Faith, you will find.
yes, it's a
Whoa!
it's a golden snitch.
Yeah.
You can hold it up so it can
A
fly.
moose.
Yeah,
Looks like
it does look. It does
It's your
look
golden-
like
it's your golden moose.
it's
and
your golden
snitch.
moose. It's the Canadian golden snitch. So they have elks over there. We have
Snitch.
snitchity snitch. That's right.
Gotcha. Snitch.
You caught the snitch. 150 points for Gryffindor. Gryffindor wins the game.
Congratulations, Sage. You have made the house team. This way.
I know exactly what this is. It's a Harry Potter badge is with it.
Yeah.
It's a
What's the team?
Gryffindor.
Yeah.
How did you get this? Did you order
It's
this? Oh,
Quidditch robes.
Hey, oh, baby.
Magically equipped you.
You
Like
are
any
now
good
the
nine-year-old.
seeker for Gryffindor.
Okay, wait. Sage is a big fan of books, so I always keep my eyes open at the thrift stores for good books and textbooks for our homeschooling. So all the gifts were very well received, and we generally had a magical and academic birthday afternoon. But we decided to wrap up a magical birthday with a magical princess pony ride. And finally, the Quidditch match. What you seek in faith, you will find.
Thank you so much for joining us today to watch this video. I'd like to say thank you to everybody who's taken the time to like this video, and if you haven't yet, now's your chance. Please click that down in the corner. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please feel free to subscribe to our channel, come back and join us again, and share this with anybody who you think might themselves like it.
And I would like to say a big thank you to all of our financial supporters on Patreon, on GoFundMe, and all of the ways that you show your support. We really, really appreciate you. So until next time.
Mwah. Okay, I don't think I can get any jauntier on the hat.
Jaunty.
Jaunty.
Okay.
Jaunty. Belt. Jaunty belt. Yeah, it's okay. All right, ready?
Okay,
Ready?
yep.
I'm Bryce Murph'Ariens.
And I'm Misty Murph'Ariens, it turns out.
Let's float that one again.
Sorry,
All right.
couldn't help it.